Good morning and welcome back to B for TV, your daily dose of industry information. Today's episode focuses on the recent simplifications of special procedures. Igor is here to tell us more. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
So can you tell us about the latest developments on special procedures, please?
Yeah, sure. If we remember back in April, in the spring tax announcement, the government announced a number of simplifications for the traders. As we all know, these things never happen overnight because there's a requirement for legislative changes to back up those amendments. And that happened on the 16th of July. And those simplifications are live and available for the traders now. So first of all, what's been promised is the simplification in terms of the guidance. And if you watch one of the previous BIFA TV episodes, when my colleague Pavel talked to you about the customs manuals and the custom guidances, so that's part of that promise. And as we see, so those materials is being updated now, and it's easier to understand, easier to read. So even for us, it's a very good tool to turn if we need some information. And so back to the changes. First of all, I would like to talk about the simplifications for temporary admissions. So temporary admission allows traders to import goods temporarily to the UK in certain situations. And previously, the requirement was for the importers to apply to being approved to import goods temporarily. Okay, so there is a significant change for our members because now even freight forwarders or customs agents can apply for being approved and import goods temporarily on behalf of the importer.
Sure.
Okay, because previously there were some exemptions for art agent or agents dealing with art or horse racing or horse breeding. For those traders that were able to import on behalf of those traders, but now that's been extended. So it's any product can be imported temporarily by a freight forwarder. So it's a good opportunity for you, maybe extend your business and offer this service for your customers. So in terms of temporary admission and simplifications, so there are some changes in the extending the time frames for how long the goods can stay in the UK temporarily. Just to name a couple of them, for example, the art and antique goods. Previously, they could stay in the country for 2 years. Now that time period has been extended to 4 years.
Okay.
Pleasure crafts, for example, like yachts, they could stay for 18 months. Now that time period has been extended to 2 years. And testing and experimental or equipment for undertaking some experiments. The limit was 6 months, and now they can stay for up to 2 years in the country. Okay. As temporary admission, as the name suggests, it's temporary. So the idea is to re-export the goods. Okay. However, there are situations when the goods are imported to the country and they're being sold. So that was possible previously, and now that's been even more simplified in terms of the customs documentation, because that's one of the requirements. So the traders, if the goods are sold, they have to complete certain customs procedures. And the time limit was 30 days to submit those custom declarations for sold goods. And now the time period is being extended up to 90 days.
Okay.
So that's how long traders have to complete those customs formalities. And the second simplification I would like to mention today is the authorization by declaration. So that's a simplified way to access some custom special procedures for the traders. And I would like to refer here to inward processing, outward processing, or authorized use. So what that means, traders must be authorized in order to benefit from these simplifications, and they have to go through an application process, and the customs they will review the application and grant them a permission to benefit from those simplifications. And that's beneficial for traders who are importing or exporting goods on a regular basis multiple times a year. But how about the traders who have to or doing importation of those goods 1 or twice a year?
Sure.
And they have to go through that process. So traders can benefit from authorization by declaration, what means they don't have to apply, but they can declare it on the custom declaration that they're using this kind of authorization. And previously they could do that 3 times a year.
Okay.
In a rolling year. And that limit has been extended now up to 10 times a year in the rolling year. So they can import or export 10 times. And just would like to highlight here that, because that was a confusing terminology for many traders, what the rolling year means. So it's not the year, say, 2025 or 2026. So it's the 12 months period since they first applied or first imported or exported goods. Okay, so traders must keep an eye that they stay within that limit starting from their first importation.
Sure. So there's quite a lot of changes here to talk about today in today's episode. How will we continue to update members on these changes?
Yep, so the legislation is there. We will share with you the links. The links will be in the description of this video. You'll be able to read it, and all the guidance materials, all the links to the Gov UK manuals, as I mentioned at the beginning. So all those instructions will be shared with members as well via our usual communication channels.
Great. Igor, thank you very much for joining us this morning, and thank you for your updates.
My pleasure.
As Igor explained, further information can be found in the description below. That's all for today's episode of B4TV, your daily dose of industry information.
Today's episode of B4TV is sponsored by CNS. CNS Customs software simplifies declarations with powerful features that transform how businesses manage customs,